confirmed it's Mars, or at least that's how it felt when we got here just before sunrise. The cliffs were still resting in shadow, slowly carving their shapes out of the dark. And out on the horizon, the sky was already warming up for showtime. We didn't know it yet, but we were walking straight into something very ancient. Cabo de Gata is part of a massive volcanic zone that began forming beneath the sea over 15 million years ago. Lava cliffs, collapsed domes, and hollow rock formations where seawater flows beneath your feet and reappears somewhere else. Today it's a UNESCO Global Geopark and one of the last untouched coastlines in the Mediterranean. A place shaped by fire, silence, and deep, deep time. Unfortunately, staying here at night is not possible. It's important to know that you can actually not park here overnight. So we had to leave the park during the night and come back in the morning. But it's worth the hassle, definitely. After a little cliff-top wandering, it was time to head down, to turquoise water and rock pools waiting below. The sun was still low, casting everything in deep, warm reds, like a color grade from a dream. And then I found an ancient relic. I can't believe it, but I just discovered an ancient thing that nobody has discovered before. It's a stone snail. It's amazing. No, I'm just kidding. Somebody must have put it here, and I think it looks super cool. And I can absolutely see how you do that here. It's such an amazing spot, and then you just want to spend some time in it and relax, and then you build that. It's wonderful. And then we were already at the shore. The volcanic crust was full of holes and channels, like little pools connected underground. If you were tiny, you could dive from one to the next, like some wild underwater maze. It's so clear. Water, it's amazing. Snorkeling here would be really cool. Just can't get enough of making photos of that place. It's so hard to drop down the camera. Yes, you want to get like everything, and once you sit down and you think, no, I'm not taking my camera, you just see another beautiful spot. Yes, it was cruel in the best possible way. Every few steps the light shifted, the rocks reframed themselves, the water caught the sun. It was another one of those places where you just couldn't put the camera down. This is Cala, quiet, remote, and lined with oversized lava pebbles. The volcanic past is still visible in the reddish tones. Heavy stones that stay behind as the sea pulls the lighter ones away. Beach full of gigantic pebbles that have a reddish color, supposedly because of the lava. Morning was fully here. We found a little canyon, maybe a riverbed, leading us back to Moose. So wonderful. Now, breakfast. And yep, it was definitely time for breakfast. We have to get back to the car. I'm hungry. On the edge of hangry.
It's muy dangerous.
Peligroso. Yes.
Hangry Magdalena.
Yes. It is. I don't know how you can be hangry in an environment like this, but I can. Yes, hangry alert was real. We made it back just in time. This remote spot might have been the most beautiful one Moose has ever been parked in. Really too bad you can't stay overnight. For the hangry state,
There's a remedy.
there's a remedy, right?
If you get there in time.
Yes. Amazing! Amazing! Let me put butter on those. And the avocado I'll get out. This food was very necessary. Not just for the hike ahead, but to prepare for our encounter with Cabo de Gata's mythical protectors, the Sirens. Now on a hike to the Arrecife de Sirenas, like the reef of the sirens, and it's over there. Way to go. Ollie is taking photos of El Roca del Dedo, or Punta del Dedo. This little rock out there. I wish I had a telelens, but I don't. Sirens calling out our cameras again. Here we are amazed by the Roca de Dedo, finger rock. A rock poking its finger out of the sea like it's warning us or about to reveal a mystical secret. Let's look at the Vela Blanca. So once we're down there, it's gonna be amazing water again. And I feel tempted to jump in, but don't have any swimming clothes, but I think there is nobody. Nope, all good to go. Running down the cliff. Let's do it. Ollie is already almost all the way down. Okay, most of the path is done. It's already going on. Here's the Dedo. A short, cold plunge in crystal clear turquoise water, just as I love it. And back on track we were. Ollie stepped on a flounder. How do you feel?
Once again.
Yes.
They're quite squiggly underfoot. Always a surprise.
And I really don't like fish, and it also happened to me. But the flounder was wriggling under my foot. It's cool. As long as you don't squeeze it to death, of course. I also deserve to live a very beautiful and free life. For beginning of December, it was still pretty warm here in Cabo de Gata. Hard to imagine summertime in this dry and hot stretch of land. We continued along the path, the rocks shifting from softer curves into sharp, angular blocks. Boxy shapes stacked like a geometry puzzle. And just look at those cliffs in the water. Of course, we stopped here for
snack time.
thrown out and super hot, and then it's on the surface and it slowly the temperature goes down. Well, when a thick lava cools, it contracts and builds up stress. To release it, the rock cracks into geometric patterns, usually hexagons. These cracks deepen over time, forming columns that break apart like stacked blocks. It's called columnar jointing. Yeah, we are kind of mountain goats here for a minute. Here we see the Sirens. Sirens? Or was it the seals, actually, the monk seals? Almost as confused as the sailors. Sailors once mistook the cries of monk seals for the songs of sirens, calling out for their souls in haunting ways. And a Moorish king made the monk seals guardians of his treasure at Vela Blanca, firmly believing his riches were protected by those sirens. Sirens Rock was beautiful, but for us the real thing was the walk itself, the plunge at Vela Blanca and that hike across the strange geometric cliff. That was wonderful, but also exhausted. I think now I need a cool shake. After 5 hours round trip, we were happy to be back at Moose and reward ourselves with a banana berry smoothie and a giant meal. 2 days in Cabo de Gata, from surreal agave forests and quiet beach mornings in Genoveses to volcanic cliffs and cold swims below ancient stone. If you're wondering whether you should visit, yes, definitely. We were here in early December. No crowds, not too hot, and even a bit green. I can't say what it's like in summer, but in winter it was truly wild. Next up, Tarifa, the town where Ollie and I met because of kitesurfing. It'll be a different kind of episode made for everyone wondering what it's like to kite here during the winter. Tarifa is special, at least to me. I've spent almost a year here if you count all the days, weeks and months. It's my favorite place in the world so far and I can't wait to show it to you. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next episode. See you on the road. Bye.